Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first Jester cast for StarCraft 2. My name is FourCourtJester. I work with GameReplays.org, mostly in the Heroes of Newer section, but hey, you know what? StarCraft 2 is a very fun game. I've been really enjoying it myself. I've been enjoying a lot of gold level play, so take that as you will. But that being said, we just had a Craft Cup this weekend, and a Craft Cup, if you don't know, is a tournament held basically over the weeks, and every week for EU and US. So this is the EU finals of Craft Cup number 5, just played today, which is August 27, 2010, and these are some pretty well-known players around the Craft Cup scene. We have Mouse Esports MaNa going up against the reigning champion NightEnd. Now both players, very good players, kind of very pro in their own regards, and they didn't go to the MLG. That just happened this weekend, which was a fantastic experience because it was the first MLG to have StarCraft 2, considering StarCraft 2 is now out and all that fun stuff. But we did have the Craft Cup going on today. This is game number 1 finals. MaNa, representing Mouse Esports, is Protoss, going with this kind of nice light blue color, and he's saying hello to NightEnd, who is the nice green color. So it is a PvP finals, and as you might be able to tell from the timer, not a very long game, so I'm kind of curious as to what exactly went on around here. Opening up for NightEnd, however, is a double gateway, so he is probably going to realize there's not too much walking distance between point A and point B here from these two bases, and he might just be going for the straight rush. I mean, lots of Zealots can cover that distance, no problem. It is PvP, so you don't have to kind of worry about any kind of fun stuff like Marines kiting you, Reapers kiting you, Marauders kiting you, that fun jazz. Even some Queen kiting could go on, which could be fun, but not happening. And, both players, they both know where they are now. It's not a really huge map at all whatsoever. Xel'Naga Watchtowers in the middle, not even going to probably be centrally used here, and NightEnd's probe is kind of just hanging out here at the base. And if we know anything about Protoss, it's that cheese is the way to go. Now, obviously, I can't extol the virtues of Platinum and Diamond League, but I've seen enough threads around to kind of know that cheese is fun, especially with Warp Gate technology. There goes a ping, and there is indeed a pylon coming down here. So Warp Gates, or could be even Forge 2 photon cannons. I don't really know. Warp Gate going down, Gateway down. We have a Chrono Boosted Zealot coming out. Nice use of the Chrono Boosting from Zexus. Something you really want to pay attention if you do play the Protoss is don't ever let it cap out. 100 points into your Chronos, not going to go well. So first Zealot is down here, kind of just taking the scenic route. Going to get fended off here, no problem by Mouse. Already has that Stalker out, no problem. So he is sitting on a 1 gateway, 1 cybernetics core, but this is, I don't even know what that was. It is apparently nothing, and it keeps dying. And it's a Forge. Okay, so we do have a Forge coming out here from NightEnd, and a lot of Zealot harasser. He is running on the double gateway, and I mean, he is kind of using these chrono boosts, no problem. So they're coming out with Mouse here from, MaNa, not Mouse, MaNa, kind of going the same way, same direction. He kind of has this nice proxy pylon, and I'm going to assume at this point NightEnd can't see that. But so it's a Stalker versus Zealot fight here in the mid, no problem. But Zealots are kind of just going to ignore these Stalkers. Well, that one's not going to ignore them. That one's going to die. But these guys are now coming back, and this is kind of like the open free door. There's nothing defending this ramp, so nothing is going to impede these Zealots. No problem. I can't really believe that MaNa has still not seen this Forge up here. 2 photon cannons coming out, and I guess these Zealots just kind of want to buy some time for those to come down. Look, that is a very offensive pylon right there. But will these Stalkers be able to clean these guys up? The answer is probably yes to that, considering looking at the health bars, No problem, except that we do have quite a few dead stalkers in the works. There goes one, and these Zealots still chasing around. They have micro control right here on MaNa, making sure to orb walk all the way across and get off as many shots as you can while taking the least amount of damage. He definitely knows there's photon cannons right outside his base, and I'm not really too sure what he wants to do about it. At this point, it's going to be focused down that photon, but these Zealots, you know, the ever-present threat, they're coming down, no problem. They're just queued over there, and we have no tech whatsoever coming out of NightEnd here, as he just is going to be dedicating to this 2 gateway push. There's not going to be warp gates. It just looks like he wants pure cannons, which, I mean, tower rushing at, you know, any kind of level is always fun cheese by itself, but this is even funner because this is the final round, and I can't really imagine that MaNa is too happy about this. He is kind of just clobbered in his base, but he did have that tech to build up that warp gate technology. He does have them, and look at this, Zealots in the base, and there is nothing right now that it seems that NightEnd can do. Well, he can surround them, and now it's going to be a 3-on-2 battle, but the warp gates, you know, over here are going to have a much bigger advantage compared to these guys, because they're not even building, first of all. I mean, yes, you're under attack, fine, you got lots of stuff going on here. Those Zealots, though, they are not going to be cracking these defensive stalkers, but at the same time, we just have lots of things being ported in for MaNa, so it's almost like a base race. Who will prevail? At this point, it does look like MaNa does have the resource advantage. These tabs are fun things, and I don't really know why I'm not using it. There we go. Resource. Look at that. 396. No point in continuing that. GG's right out. No problem. So, a nice quick intro video for everyone. I am FourCourtJester. Going to be doing these Craft Cup final games. That was an exceptionally short one. So, let's see if we can get something a bit more meaty in the next. But there you go. Mouse taking the first game, defeating this tower cheese. Like, that is 7 photon cannons against, what, 7 stalkers. So, yep, fun times. I will see you guys in the next game. FourCourtJester with GameReplays.org. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.